Well, hello and happy Sunday, people. Welcome back to another session of Life of a Boss Live. I am your grateful and gracious host, um, Jason Hardin. Yeah, that's who I am. I got this. I got this. But yeah, man. We have a great Sunday planned for you, and it's all about telling you what we did all week, man. What did we do all week? We had a major week. Well, we finished the week off with an incredible field trip. We were lucky enough to host a field trip for an incredible fourth grade class from Altadena, California. And they came, about 20 students. Hold on, I'm getting caught up. About 20 students came out to our office to press and create their own shirt, to learn the process, get hands-on experience, and leave with their own customized shirt. And I thought that I thought it was a wonderful experience. It was a wonderful opportunity for these kids to actually get some experience in something new. You know, I know that if I had more experience in different things when I was younger, I might have been interested in more things when I was younger, you know, and I might have been inspired to do what I do at an even earlier age. Because, man, I just think about if I had Photoshop in high school, or if PHS had let me in their graphic arts academy, I wanted to go. But they said you have to apply as a freshman to get in as a sophomore, and I didn't apply as a freshman. I didn't know nothing about it. Didn't take no action, and I wasn't the most attentive student when it came to academics. You know, basically, I knew I would graduate. Graduating was so simple to me. I thought it didn't take much. I could do bare minimum and graduate, and that's almost what I did. I showed out in the classes that were interesting, and I just did whatever I had to do to get by, and the ones that weren't. You know, I tried to get good grades no matter what, but I didn't go beyond the call of duty in any of my classes. I didn't try to excel. I didn't study specifically to get an A. You know, and it's funny because as I'm an adult, I look back and realize how easy that shit could have been. You know, how easy it was to get those A's, and if I just had to just buckle down and focused, you know, on what was, I guess, more valuable at the time. And at the time, man, survival was more valuable. Eating and having money and being independent and all this was important in high school. You know, I had a lot of freedom growing up. You know, I wasn't raised 100% by my parents. You know, by the time I got to high school, I was living with my brothers. You know, well, one and then the other. But I had a lot of freedom. Not really a curfew. Just go to school and don't cause no trouble and don't get in any trouble. So that was pretty much the rules, you know. Outside of that, anything goes, you know. And I went to school every day. I didn't ditch. I went to school every day because, shit, I was bored, you know. I mean, school is where everything happened. The girls were at school. Money was at school. My football team was at school. So it was like there was so many reasons to not ditch. And I would actually travel 2.5 hours to go to school every day. From Van Nuys to Pasadena High School every single morning. I would travel 2.5 hours on the bus, and that was before there was express lines and gold lines and all these new lines, and it would take that long. It would take that long, and that was twice a day, on the way there and of course on the way back. And sometimes I would get to school, like, you know, super early, but sometimes I would get home super late because I'd have to go to practice sometimes at the part of the year. I would have to, you know, stay after school for practice, and then sometimes there were games. There were times I got home after midnight, you know, and still had to wake up early to get to school the next day or get to practice the next day. So I think it made a better man out of me. You know, it was grueling, but that's how much I loved Pasadena High. That's how much I love Pasadena, the city, the culture. It did seem like I was more accepted. You know, I went to schools that were predominantly white before and predominantly, you know, other things. and I never really fit in. And since I'm not predominantly nothing, since I'm black and Filipino, and I didn't really think that I kind of gravitated toward any one, race in school, but apparently when I got to an all-black school or a predominantly black school, things were a little different. I was able to not be ashamed of being as poor as I was. Man, I swear, at other schools you had to put on the front. Everybody wanted to be like Zach and Kelly, I guess. Everybody wanted to be popular. Everybody wanted to be, prom queen. At HS, man, that's what we call my old high school, HS, even though it's PHS. I don't know why they dropped the P off that motherfucker. Man, every school is HS, Anyway, that's neither here nor there. But at my school, didn't nobody give a shit about being Zach and Kelly. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wanted to be themselves. Everybody wanted to be confident in who they were. And they did a bunch of things to cover up what they didn't have. Everybody, tried to dress nice and wear, some Tommy Hilfiger and later on some FUBU or something, but some Nautica or whatever, but and starter jackets, of course, but everybody was covering up what they didn't have, and nobody cared about what each other didn't have because nobody had shit. and I think I gravitated towards that, and it actually made me love school. It made me love going. It made me love being. I joined the team for the first time, really. And I was on, football team for 3 years at PHS, and it just I just felt everything that I think was enjoyable about high school and about life and about childhood from going to Pasadena High School. And, I met my childhood friends that I still do business with. I graduated from the people I have a lease on this building with. You know what I'm saying? We all went to the same school. There's three of us. Man, me, Stephen Sneed, and Mike Townsend, we all graduated class of 98, Pasadena High School, Bulldog, straight up. And that should tell you the fact that I still do business. I'm talking about this close of business with folks I met there, just to show you how much camaraderie and fellowship and connections and relationships that I built because of Pasadena High School. And I always say, because I ran for office, and I use this line because it's true, that everything great that I've experienced has in some way been connected to me being in this city, and I'm not too proud to say that. I love the city. It was the first place I didn't want to leave, because I never really cared about staying anywhere else. I moved so much. I went to 19 different elementary schools, man. I went to 19 different elementary schools. I moved 20 times, but I went to 19 because I went to one elementary school twice. I came back to one, and that was in Milpitas, California. I went to one school twice in Milpitas, California. But yeah, been through some things, and that's really why I do this show. I do Life of a Boss. I mentor, and I try to get involved so much because I think that with everything I've been through, I've learned something. With everything I've been through, I learned how to at least go through it, and come out on the other side. And wherever I fall short or I fell short, I could help the next one not fall short in that. Whatever way that I thought that wasn't helpful at the time, I can tell people, I can save people the trouble. Like, you know what? It's not helpful to be that angry, or it's not helpful to be that upset, or it's not helpful to blame that person for this long, and that comes with just, going through some things. And that's why I say anybody who goes through anything or has experienced any kind of hardship or pain or something they were once ashamed of has a gold mine. They sitting on the gold mine, because first and foremost, you probably ain't the only one that's going through it. Second, there's probably more people that ain't even went through it that can relate to what you went through, in some way, shape, or form. So either way, your message and you owning that shit and putting that shit out there is a gold mine. However you want to put it out there and however you want to own it. But it's important to own your challenges. So important to own your challenges. It's so important to, it's important to your confidence. You know, if you don't own your challenges, man, that you're kind of gonna be insecure, and you're gonna be like a inflatable doll or something, cause it's gonna be easy to pop you. It's gonna be easy to let the air out your ass, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? If you are insecure, if you have insecurities about shit you can't change, or even about shit you can change, because whatever you can change, you better be on changing it. But if you got any insecurities, man, it's gonna be easy to bring you down. It's gonna be easy to make you feel like shit. It's gonna be easy to make you doubt yourself, doubt your plans, quit, give up, think you ain't gonna make it. Any of that, it's easy to make you go through that if you're insecure. So you have to find confidence, and you have to build confidence by owning your shit. Yeah, I was poor. Yeah, my parents were on dope. Yeah, we grew up fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever it is. And yeah, that's true for me. Along with a long list of other shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was abused. You know what I'm saying? Beat up for no reason, man. I'm gonna tell you a story, man. I don't even know why I'm digressing here at this point, but I remember being I think I was in the 3rd grade. I might have been 8, 9 years old, 2nd or 3rd grade, and I was in the car with my mother's boyfriend. His name was Doug Bowers. He's a punk. He's a bitch ass nigga. But anyway, I didn't even mean to go there. But I don't even have like as much anger as I did. But he's still a punk. I just want to say that because he's a punk, and somebody might be seeing this, might know this man. And I don't know if he's alive or dead or whatever. My mom knows, and I don't even ask her. I'm so curious, but I don't even ask her out of wanting her to even think I give a shit about this man. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, back to the story. Okay, we're in the car. I'm in the front seat. He's driving. And I needed a magnet. We were doing something in school where we needed magnets, so we was trying to bring one from home. We each had to bring one from home. We didn't have one at my house, so I asked my mom to get me a magnet. This is earlier that day, after school, but earlier that day. So we went to the store. I saw a little toy magnet, but it was a real magnet. It was just like in the toy section. My mama bought it for me. All right. We in the car, and so I tell this man Doug that mommy bought me a magnet, the magnet that I needed. Man, he didn't say nothing else. He reached over with a backhand and slapped me upside my face hard as hell. My nose just shot out blood all over my Snoopy shirt. I had a light blue Snoopy shirt on, and I had a hoodie, a zip-up hoodie, and blood was all over the Snoopy shirt, man. And he said, man, I told you I was gonna get it for you. And I didn't think nothing of it, man. Like I said, I just needed a damn magnet. We was already at the store where the magnets were, and I had her buy this little $2 magnet. And this man flipped the fuck out, and yeah, so and I get home or whatever to where we was. We was at my friend's, my parents' friend's house at the time. We get back there, and before we get back, he tells me to zip up my sweater, right, so you couldn't see the bloody shirt. And then but there was still some blood on the damn sweater. So anyway, my mom said something, and he was like, "Oh, that's just juice." And I was scared to say shit, But yeah, that's an experience, And like I said, there were times where I was ashamed of that experience, and I never said or shared that particular story publicly ever. I've told a couple people, and I damn sure told a couple counselors when I was younger, or social workers or whatever. But I never shared that publicly, and I think that, like I said, once you own shit, once you can own your challenges and the things that happen to you, you can make them happen for you. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically it, man. That's my message, man, to share. I don't know what my message was. My message was just to go live for at least 30 minutes. I don't know how long I've been on here, but at least 30 minutes, and just share a story, man, and hope to get you inspired, hope to get you pumped for next week. Whatever you got to know, whatever I got to do, let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Man, if there's anything you want to ask me, you want me to do an episode on, man, please drop it in the comments. Man, if there's anything you want to ask about business, entrepreneurship, overcoming challenges, resilience, whatever it is, I don't even know everything I know, you know, but I think whatever it is, man, hit us up, ask some questions. Like I said, we can facilitate somehow, man. If you need to make an appointment to come down here and sit in front of me and ask me or talk to me or chop it up about something or suggest an idea or whatever, man, hit me up, man. We could probably make it happen. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there is so little wrong ways to do right. You know what I'm saying? So if you got a good idea that makes sense in any way that benefits damn near anybody, I'm damn near with it. You know what I'm saying? All I want to do is help. All I want to do is give the opportunities that I was given and give opportunities that I wasn't given. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't get it all. I didn't have it all. I didn't ask nobody for shit. I didn't know what a mentor was. I didn't really have one of those growing up. I had to find my way. So and once I understood what some of those things were, I started leaning on them and really allowing people to guide me, and that's when I found my way, you know, and I'm just trying to be a way for somebody else, because I know there's a lot of lost folks out there. I was lost too. I didn't know what I was going to do with myself or with my time or with my energy or with my focus or with my creativity. I had no idea what I was going to do in life, you know? And still to this day, man, I still want to do so much, but yet I want to do so little, you know? I don't want to do anything at times. I want to hit the golf course, you know? I want to just create something new sometimes, you know? Just spend all day working on a new project, spend 3 days learning about NFTs, and I've done that, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I got the time and the freedom and the flexibility to learn, and I do take advantage of it. I got that to create. I live my definition of success, but I still have another one. You know, as we elevate, so must our wants, if they're worth elevating. You know, some of us want that top tier shit from jump. You know, and that's great. You know, and to maintain that, man, that's great. And but me, it's like my goals keep changing as I keep seeing a new horizon. You know, and I like that, and I enjoy it, because, like I said, I get to meet a lot of people. I get to change a lot of lives. I get to create a lot of relationships, and I get to learn a lot of shit, and I get to teach a lot of shit. So, man, that's me in a nutshell, man. I was actually trying to go live on LinkedIn, but if anybody knows how to go live on LinkedIn with a Mevo camera, let me know, because I did the application. It wasn't even an application. It wouldn't even take an application. I hit the application link, and it just sent me somewhere where you couldn't fill out an application. So, yeah, if you guys are experienced in going live on LinkedIn, let me know, because I'd love to learn how to do that. It's all about connecting with folks, and I do want to connect with a lot of folks out there in different ways, and that means going on different social media. If you guys don't follow me yet on TikTok, follow me on TikTok. I have no idea what my name is on TikTok. You can check hardwayhardin, Jason Hardin. I know it's not simple, and I know it's not something I've used before, so it's some derivative of a name that I have already or use commonly. So yeah, check me out on TikTok, man. I get a shitload of views on TikTok quickly. They'll cap, but I get a lot of views on TikTok that, like I said, it would take me months to get on YouTube, or sometimes even years. I swear, I got a video of just us working, basically, and it got like 3,000 4,000 views in basically a few days. So it's incredible when you start exploring these other technologies and these other tools, because you never know which one is gonna pop. I mean, for you, if you're an entrepreneur, if you ain't doing shit, stay off social media, man. If you ain't doing shit on Facebook, don't get on TikTok. Do not get on LinkedIn. Do not get on nothing else, man. Stay the fuck off social media. But if you're in the business and you're trying to build something, build a brand, build a name for yourself, build a company, do some marketing to any level, man, social media is it. And you really want to dabble, at least experiment with whatever's next or whatever's new. Because you might not enjoy it, or it might not catch on to it quickly, but it's worth learning about, because it costs nothing to create accounts on damn near every social media. And it costs nothing to put up your logo and a little bit of information about your business. So if nothing else, if you can't even get all the way into it, it takes nothing to create an account and just browse and look and see what other people are doing to build their brand. See what other people are doing to get views. You know, I'm not saying to get caught up in the idiotic shit that people post, but look at the results those idiotic posts are getting and see if any of that can be applied to your business in a positive way or in a way that makes sense to you. You see what I'm saying? Because like I said, man, these are all opportunities, man. This internet age, this social media age, this the new blockchain age that's coming, man. I gotta do a whole episode on blockchains and NFTs just for all of you out there can get a better understanding, because it does take at least 24 to 48 to 72 hours of really submerging yourself in the information and really wrapping your head around it, because you're not going to get it from a sentence. You might get it from a 1 hour class if you're sharp like that, but it's kind of, you can get lost in the information, and I want to kind of help people clarify it so they can decide for themselves if this is an industry they want to take on or take advantage of, because it is indeed coming. It ain't coming, it's here. Blockchain, NFTs, cryptocurrency, all that shit, the metaverse, man, that shit is here. It's all about where are you gonna fall in all this. You know what I'm saying? Are you gonna be a producer or a consumer? It's like the whole world is being recreated, and you gotta decide once again if you are going to be a producer or a consumer in it. And as an entrepreneur, we always choose production. I want to produce everything: products, clothes, music, audio, video, content, whatever it is, man, whatever is going to help get our message out there, get whatever goals we're trying to get accomplished, man. I want to produce it because, man, production is it. Production, man. The world isn't ruled by government. It's ruled by Hollywood. It's ruled by the media. The media is what controls people, not the government. Now, the government might control some of the media, but the media is how it's done. So create your own media, create your own content. I don't care what kind of business or brand you got out there, man. Create and promote it somehow. Anyway, man, for all of y'all that want to see what we did a couple days ago, I'm gonna drop the link as a comment on this live. And check out the link below I just dropped. And that is our facility. And that is a 4th grade class from Alma Fuerte, you know, excuse my accent, Alma Fuerte, field trip down here to Maydena headquarters. And their school out of Altadena, California, man. That's right above Pasadena, California, if you know your Spanish. And yeah, man, it was a great experience. The kids learned a lot. I had a lot of fun. Steve had a lot of fun. Mike had a lot of fun. The kids had so much fun. And they all got to leave with an original design, so to speak. We gave them a few materials to work with, including their name. And they got to work with the materials how they wanted to. And place them where they wanted, front, back, side, middle, shoulder, sleeve, whatever, and then leave with their own product and original design. And I thought it was an incredible experience, man. They learned a lot. I learned a lot. We all had a lot of fun, and we want to do more of that. So anybody who wants to come take a class, personal, you know, we got one-on-one classes. It's called Creating Your Own Successful Clothing Line 101. It's a long name, but it's a long course. It's only 10 sessions, though, and about an hour and a half a session. And for what it costs, $25 a class. You know, it's $250 for the 10 sessions, and that's about $25 a class, man. Well worth it. You can get some hands-on experience, play with the materials, and leave with finished product. And definitely a shitload of game. There's a lot of people that's been in this game who still ain't quite got it, and there's folks who get in and click because there's a few there's really a recipe for success and basically anything, but in this industry in particular, man, there's a way to get results. There's a way to get sales. There's a way to make shit happen. There's a way to increase your profit margin and keep your costs down and your quality high and all that good stuff. But like I said, it takes experience. It takes making mistakes. It takes knowing people and getting around and meeting folks and driving those blocks and hitting those corners and finding those suppliers. But lucky for you, I can save you all that legwork and give you just the final cream of the crop information that we learned over the last few years in creating Made in Dina, Life of a Boss, Hardware Apparel, and the things we've done. And also, for those that don't know, man, we create more than just shirts, man, more than just t-shirts. Of course, we create tank tops, man, Life of a Boss. So check out that Life of a Boss tank top. Now, if you want to order any of the Life of a Boss gear, man, check out lifeofaboss.net, man, and everything we got related to Life of a Boss is there. So check that out. Also, I didn't say that. I didn't bring this up here to say that. I wanted to show you that we make tank tops too, but also it ain't just about shirts. Hold on. Oh, what's this? We make towels, man. We got them spirit towels. They got the terrible towel out in Pittsburgh. It's that Dina cloth right here. This is that Dina cloth. I don't even know what to call it, man. It's funny, man. The other day we was all making jokes because I actually reminded my friends. I don't think they remember Pastor Kearney Thomas in his red Blood of Jesus prayer cloth. He used to be up late nights on his own infomercial on BET slanging his red Blood of Jesus prayer cloth. And as much as I thought that was horrible for him to be doing this, I thought it was also genius, and he was serious about selling his prayer cloth. I think for like a $29 donation or something, you get his red Blood of Jesus prayer cloth, and it was actually just a square, a red velvet. I think it was velvet. I can only tell so much by just looking at it, but I think it was a red velvet square cloth that he would send you. It didn't have his logo on it or nothing. Didn't have a cross or nothing, but it was a red square. And I just thought it was marketing genius. I thought it was confidence. I thought that, like, damn, he's with it. You know what I'm saying? He believes in it. I mean, even if he doesn't believe in it to be real, like what it really represented, he was with it. He believed in himself, man, and I appreciate that. Like I said, man, because that confidence and that salesmanship is what it takes to be successful, man. Because to be honest, man, you're gonna have to sell your product. It's not just about being creative. You're gonna have to be creative in finding a way to market it, distribute it, pay somebody to market and distribute it. But like I said, it's important to learn